Hi Pisces, it's Meg with Padmes, and I am doing your Tarotscope, your energy check for September. I'm sorry that it has taken me so long to get back. I had to take some time to move my office because they installed 8 cell towers on the roof of my office. So that wasn't going to work, and I needed to find a place and figure all that out. So I'm back. Here I am. And I'll be back with more aside from this one a lot sooner than later this time. But we are looking at your energy for September. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Any prominent placements in your chart? And cross watchers are welcome. I'm going to move this down so you can see the table more. And we're going to do an old wise tree spread. We are calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light. Because I don't want to talk to anyone else. Here we go. And we are looking at your energy in present time. What you need to see in September. We'll do some clarifiers and then we'll get some advice. See some energy you don't see coming. And let's see what is going on, Pisces. Okay, the first thing that I'm noticing, Pisces, is this heart of the situation. You've got the Four of Swords and the Knight of Wands reversed. There are a couple of layers of things here that I'm feeling. First of all, I feel like you need to get some rest because there's a lot of in and out energy that's happening right now. And I feel like it's other people's energy in your space, but it's almost like kind of a tailspin or a whirlwind. And it's affecting you, and you need to get some rest so that you can reset, so that you can stay in your alignment, stay in your power, stay in your own energy, your own bubble. But I also feel like someone who has not been in communication for a long time might kind of pop in. Looks like someone maybe you have not talked to in a long time, perhaps cut off. And happening now and into the near future, it looks like somebody might come forward and kind of want to know, it's like they want to see where you are, how you're doing. Yeah, let me see. I kind of get, yeah. And they haven't come forward for a long time because basically they just haven't had the self-esteem to come forward. Why is that? Because of some kind of betrayal in the past. But they are wanting to see what you're up to, if you're well. They're also acknowledging this 1111. They're acknowledging some kind of connection, soulmate connection, twin flame type of connection. And this is the big picture is about cutting this energy off, or this energy having been cut off. So check this out though. This is in the position of release this. So release the idea that this is a viable connection, or that there's a lot of energy here that could maintain something. I feel like you might already be feeling this way. You're like, okay, here I am, the energy of the Queen of Cups, the in love queen, and I am not wanting to. Wow, I'm even hearing someone say I'm not wanting to be seduced. But I think seduced in the way of being manipulated, that kind of seduction. You're like, I am resistant to being disappointed. I'm resistant to releasing this cup of love. I'm resistant to letting this all drain out from the past. Yeah. And you're like, what I want is something that is actually, what I'm hearing is bonded. I have the feeling that someone felt like they were bonded and they were not. But I want to have something real that's bonded, that's reciprocative, that's connected. You know, when I'm looking at this right now, I'm seeing it's not this artwork, but Alex Gray's artwork of the two people, the masculine and the feminine, who have all of this energetic connection, and they have the infinity symbols in the mind's eye, in the heart, in the sacral. And what I'm feeling here is that that's what you're saying that you want. And that's what you're also saying was not available at this time of, I even want to say destruction, but at this time of release or cutting off. Your advice is talking about not pursuing something, and also is talking about not apologizing for not pursuing it. You're coming from this place of standing up for yourself and defending your power. I'm even hearing someone say defending your honor. I feel like someone lied about you, maybe to other people. Let's see. Yes, this person really wasn't awesome to you at all. Okay. I feel like they told other people things that weren't true about you. Why did they do that? What for? Oh, to make it easier on themselves somehow. So I feel like it was to make other people look at them in a lighter way, to make you look bad so that they looked good kind of thing. This person wasn't awesome. And, they're talking about coming forward, but the reason they haven't had any confidence in doing that is because they basically talk smack about you. They know they betrayed you. And yeah, that's why they want to see where you are now. What is that about? Yeah, they want to see how victorious you are right now. If you're feeling that way, did you get past the battlefield, the dark night of the soul? They also are saying that they're coming in as the King of Cups, the in-love king. And you're saying you were the in-love queen. They're coming in saying the same thing. Okay. However, there something's going on with them where they're just trying to see where you are, see if you're still an option, but that's not really awesome. They want to see if this can be reciprocated again. They're just kind of seeing if you're still available. And I want to say, on one hand, this is you saying I'm not available. I've cut things out of my life that don't serve me. But on the other hand, I want to say that as soon as somebody would say, you know, yeah, let's talk, this person would step out just as fast as like the ending happened last time. So there's that. Wow. Okay. Pisces, what's going on? I want to look at your higher self and I want to look at your angels and guides. Your higher self is like, I am working on all sorts of things that have come to the surface. Shadow work with this moon card. I have done a lot of work, and your angels and guides are talking about not going through some kind of rite of passage. So what's this rite of passage? It's like, it's the commitment that's needed to actually seal the deal of the rite of passage. And this has to do with not being affected by this energy anymore. It's like bringing neutrality to this energy. What needs to be known about this? Okay, so the Empress. This is like not being called out of your worth, not entertaining things that would make you feel uh, like you're sacrificing part of yourself. Tell me more about this shadow work that's been happening with you. Yeah, it's shadow work about past betrayals. You're on the other side of it. You've gone through a lot of healing. Okay, so you've gone through all this healing and you're on the other side of it, but your angels and guides are saying that you have not gone through some kind of rite of passage, which has to do with like really closing everything, really closing the cycle, the circle. What does that look like? And I'm wondering if it looks like the decision that's made when this person's energy comes forward, or this could be not this person, but something similar to that energy that happened in the past and the decision that you decide to make with just that type of energy. Yeah, will you entertain it? Will you let it go back and forth? I also feel like you might be thinking about this, and it's kind of like it's stopping. It's time to stop thinking about this, giving it life, really. Let's take a look at this Five of Pentacles as the big picture. This big picture is talking about leaving something out in the cold, leaving something behind. And yeah, this thing that's being left behind, it's the energy of fogginess, confusion, But this is also a person. So this could literally be like leaving somebody behind who was basically a liar, you know, somebody who was not honest. Their words did not match their actions. They they didn't speak well of you. And there's something here too about this person. This is what I feel like, Pisces. I feel like this person kind of drained you of abundance. I feel like Pisces in general is very lucky and has a lot of luck. And what they also do is they magnetize and help the people who are around them. They help them step into their magnetizing energy, their abundance energy. And it's kind of like they didn't drain it away from you, like they took it away, but when you were around them, you weren't as abundant as you normally are. And when you were not around them, you recognized that your abundance was stronger. But on the same wavelength here, theirs dropped. So when you weren't around them anymore, their abundance, they weren't as abundant or lucky, or I kind of feel like they in turn went through some kind of dark night of the soul. I feel like they recognize that too. Yeah, they see you as abundant and they want, oh wow. Okay, what I'm hearing is they want to know what you can still do for them. And I feel like that has to do with energy, but also whatever it is that they're seeking. This person is not awesome. This energy that they're working with is not evolved energy. And what it seems like is they still haven't figured it out. They haven't figured out how to deal with their own demons. And so they're still trying to get other people to sacrifice for them. Okay, let's look at this past, present, and future. So in the past, you're like, I cut this person off. I protected myself against this person. I shut down this person out of my field. And present time, you're talking about being burdened by this, and you're talking about being karmic justice. This is justice working in your favor, but you're talking about being burdened by agreements about this karmic justice. I feel like that has to do with this person, higher self to higher self, helped you figure out some things that were in your subconscious, that were in your patterns and themes, and helped you bring those to the surface so that you could heal those things. That was part of that karma. And you're still releasing part of that. I feel like that's what this is too. Not having gone through this rite of passage, it very well might not be about this person so much anymore as it is about the things that they brought up for you that were kind of stronger soul lessons than the actual person themselves or your dealings with them. But this is about still having some of those energetic cords. So let's take a look at that. Yeah, because this is like somebody in the trajectory here is trying to come back and collaborate. And I feel like you might be feeling that, or that's already happened maybe, or something. Some kind of energy is coming back around that will remind you of this experience or this energy. And you're like, I'm not making any decisions here. But this is also about incubating some of this. So let me ask a little bit more. Okay, so what you're wanting to do is focus on manifesting into the future. My question is this: what is it that you need to do to release these energetic cords, these psychic cords? What is it that you need to do to let those go? And Pisces, this is talking about grieving things. In order to release things, let them grieve these things and let them go. If you grieve them, it kind of makes it real somehow. So there's this aspect to kind of not engaging with this energy, thinking about the future and manifesting what you do want in your life, but also grieving the past. It's almost like you know, burn some stuff, write it down and burn it, throw some rocks in the water, throw some rocks off a cliff, like grieve something and release it. And I want to look at this trajectory. So the trajectory is talking about, you know what, this isn't, well, I mean, Pisces, this is your card, this is your energy, but I feel like this is this other person or the energy that symbolizes, or, you know, like that experience symbolizes this energy that you have been healing. I don't feel like that experience is the lone experience. I feel like that experience with this person was more of a pattern of some kind. But this person feels like they're being put on hold and they don't want to be put on hold anymore. This is them talking about how there are walls. They recognize the walls, they recognize the block. They recognize that you're trying to, or you have removed them from your energy. And that they're kind of putting the ball in your court, but you already have the ball in your court. You're already directing the energy that you need to direct. You're doing what you need to do in your own timing. You're writing all of the resources and all of the dynamics that you need to write. Like you're focusing on positive, healthy dynamics by not entertaining this energy any longer. Okay, let's take a look at some energy that you don't see coming this month, Pisces. It's pretty interesting. I also want to pull a romance oracle for you. This did seem like a counterpart type of energy. But of course, I mean, if this resonates with you because this is a friend or family member or something like that, or even someone that you work with, that's very possible. Let's take a look at energy you don't see coming this month, Pisces. Judication. This is you making some kind of judgment call. Great fortune. When you do this, it frees you up to receive. And I feel like you definitely know that already, Pisces. When you release the things that you don't need, that's why you're lucky. You know how to do that. Message of concern. I do feel like you're going to get some kind of message from someone, this person, or someone who represents this type of energy. Here you go. You have two message cards. So maybe they're trying to get your sympathy, and that's what the message is about somehow. But there's definitely some kind of message coming in, perhaps that you don't see coming. They could really be pulling on the heartstrings too by telling you how they haven't been doing well in some way. But when you took your energy out of their field, there was some kind of dark night of the soul. They did feel that shift of abundance when you weren't there. So let's take a look at that. I want to look at Moonology for you too. But let's look at this romance oracle for you. Romance angels, what do you want to tell Pisces about September, please? Okay. You have two that want to come up. Okay, so there is chemistry here, and they're trying to see if there's still chemistry. Forgiving and learning. Somebody's wanting to come forward. They're pulling at the heartstrings, and this is definitely some kind of chemistry. But you know, recognize the energy of karma. Sometimes it is powerful, and it feels like chemistry. I feel like, yeah, I want to call that retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. In this card, it looks like there are two people retreating like together, but in this case, I feel like this is all your energy of this, like not entertaining this energy anymore. Like you are retreating. Let's take a look at your Moonology, Pisces. Confidence is your key to success. You know yourself. You are already, I feel like, confident in this understanding, even if it's something that you have to grieve. Have faith in your dreams. Oh, I feel like you are dreaming about this. Whatever it is that you are seeing in your dreams, listen to those symbols, listen to that symbology, listen to those messages that you are getting in your dreams, not just the dreams about the things that you're wanting to manifest forward into the future. I feel like you're dreaming and your guides are talking to you through those dreams. A personal issue reaches resolution. I love it. That's what these are. I feel like that's this card flipping back over. You walk through a rite of passage that has kind of been a long time coming, it feels like. All right, Pisces, that is what I have for you. I'll be back soon with another reading and I will see you then. Bye, Pisces.